Greetings, this is the Timeshare Traveler, and today is episode 57, comparison of 8 Kauai timeshares. Yes, I said it, 8, and Kauai is a wonderful place to stay. So I'll be going through them and kind of starting from the north and working my way around to the south, starting with the Maui Club, then the Bali High, the Westin Princeville, the Worldmark Kapa'a, then the Kauai at the Beach Boy, and the Kauai Resort, and then I'll do the Marriott in Wili Wili Harbor, and end up with in the Sheraton all the way in the south, in the Sheraton Kauai Resort in Poipu. Kauai is a wonderful, known as the Garden Island, a very luscious, great place to enjoy, and I have 8 options for you. I'm going to put the description of all the videos that I've made for the places I've stayed in the description below. I'll also have a playlist at the end of the video. If you've watched it or you want to fast forward to the end, you can then look at the playlist and look at the videos you'd like. But before I go into that, I'm going to tell you a little bit about my channel, then I'm going to drop right in to start discussing each one of the timeshares. Hi, my name is Cliff, and I'm the Timeshare Traveler. The purpose of this channel is to provide education and knowledge for those interested in timeshares. I've been a timeshare owner for over 15 years. I'm an elite owner with Marriott Vacation Club, Hilton Grand Vacations, and Worldmark by Wyndham. I've also posted over 70 timeshare video reviews of different locations, and I've posted 40 timeshare video tips. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button below, and I can be found at Timeshare Trav on Twitter and Facebook, and my website is www.timesharetraveler.com. Okay, my first review is the Maui Club. It's located in the north of Kauai in Princeville, literally just right off the golf courses. If you find the Maui Golf Club, you're right there with it. This place is ideal for my hot tub conversations were all about the places people had been that day. So it's really the place to stay if this is your base and you're going to be traveling around. It's a smaller resort, but it has beautiful views of the mountains. You can be cooking in the grills and you see the luscious the mountains in the background. It's a small resort, just has one pool and one hot tub, but again, that makes it relatively intimate, and had good conversations at the pool and the hot tub. And they have Mai Tai Mondays, if that's makes something you like. And it's part of Club Wyndham, which is how I got to it through my Worldmark. The kitchens were nice. It's not a brand new location, but they had bike rentals. So if you wanted to actually just explore Princeville on a bike, you could do that. And I saw several people doing that, including myself. Next up is the Club Wyndham Bali High, and it's located in the north in Princeville, north of Kauai. Here's what I would say: it's got amazing pools. There were 2 pool areas, so one of the pools had two places, and it had a kid pool where you could walk in. It had look like a beach, but it's obviously not the beach. But then there were like little spraying fountains so the kids could play in the water. So I thought it was a really great place. Then it had a large pool, and there were a couple hot tubs to choose from, and it was just a nice, lovely place to sit. The location is just great to just hang out and be there, or again, it's a great place also to use as a base. There's one of my favorite beaches is Wiley Beach, and it's just a short walk to that. And the spacious rooms, they were just great. I had a 2-bedroom, and it was just wonderful space. Great barbecue area, everything worked great. The kitchen's a huge full kitchen, and the decks were great. I mean, they were one of those you just sit outside and you'd listen to the birds in the morning with your coffee, or you could sit and enjoy the evening drinks or dinner on the outdoors, not needing to have it eat inside. So it was a wonderful place to stay. I'm going to talk about the Westin Princeville. It's located obviously in Princeville, which is part of the name. It's kind of one of those everything resorts. It's amazing sunsets, views of the ocean, luxurious accommodations. It's just an amazing Kauai vacation. can relax at one of the multiple pools. You can go see the island, or you can walk down to the beach, which literally right off the property is a walk down to a relatively quiet beach, Wiley Beach. Studios sleep 4 people. It's a little crowded, to be honest, but if you want to have all the luxury of the resort and the location, but do it on more of a budget, that's one of the possibilities. Full kitchens in the 1 and 2 bedrooms, and I do mean full kitchens. It's a nice kitchen, and opens up to the living room, so you can be cooking and enjoying time with your friends and family. There are 3 large pool areas with jacuzzis. One's a kids pool. In the main pool area, there's the quiet pool, and then there's another pool that faces right on the ocean, so you can be swimming in the ocean or in the hot tub, stand up, and there is the ocean. In fact, the grills that are at that pool, you can either be facing the pool or staring out at the ocean while you make your dinner. So it's really a family-friendly place. It's a luxurious, top of the line. Has an on-site restaurant for those of you who don't want to, go drive place, but or not cook in the room for one night or two or whatever. It's great for that. And the other thing is, many of the rooms have ocean views. Next up is the Worldmark Kapa'a Shore, and it's in the town of Kapa'a. It's located on the eastern Kauai, right on the ocean. Trees and shade close to the ocean. This is to me old Hawaii. Relax on the lawn chair and watch the waves. It's a relatively small timeshare, so it has a 1 pool and hot tub. Never overly crowded, so I wouldn't say it needed a larger one or anything like that. And again, this is old Hawaii style. This is no air conditioning, but sounds of the ocean come wafting into the rooms, and you can fall asleep listening to the ocean sound. So again, this is if you want a throwback vacation, and actually I didn't find the need for air conditioning because it's right on the trade wind, so you have constant winds blowing through the unit. They have it set up where you can open the front door and it's still locked with a screen, and the wind just blows through, and it's walking distance to groceries, so pretty much an all-enclosed vacation. It's not that far to the airport, so Uber ride if you're not wanting to rent a car and you just want to relax in an old Hawaii style, and the Worldmark Kapa'a Shore is a great place. Talk about Kauai Coast Resort at the Beach Boy, and you're right on the ocean. And one of the things I really love about this place, it's located on the eastern shore. It's in the town of Kapa'a. You can relax on a lawn chair in the shade, literally 10 feet from where the beach is and the waves are. So you can not get, I'm not a really sun person, so sitting in the shade, listening to the ocean, just enjoying Hawaii is one of my favorite pastimes. The grills have also the view of the oceans, and they're right by the pool. So it's one of those, if you have a family, your kids can be in the pool. You can be sort of watching them while you're cooking the food, but you can also be looking at the ocean, enjoying that as well. So it's kind of it's a family-friendly place. Fire pits they have in the evening if you like to sit and chat around a fire pit. There are several of them, so they were available for use. And there's an amazing on-site restaurant, and it's a walking distance to groceries. So it works. You kind of got I can live in the unit. It's got room for a family. It's got views of the ocean. It's pretty much, it's got everything that you need for a Hawaii vacation. Highly recommended. Now I'm going to talk about the Kauai Beach Resort and Spa. It is located kind of almost to Lihue, so it's a little isolated. It's not really out. It's not really, part of a city or part of a region. So it's a little bit, but it's nice and exclusive and secluded, and it's really nice. It's right on the ocean. It's traditional beaches. There's not a lot of shade when you're on the beach, so it's traditional in that you can sit in the sand. The ocean waves are right there. They had multiple pools with a kid pool, and it had a water slide. And the interesting thing about it was right next to a bar. I think you can order, hamburgers and snacks like that, but not, not a sit down restaurant. But that was I thought that was great. It was sort of like, well, you're on vacation, you're going to have a drink, watch your kids play in the pool. Kind of a nice thing. It's a Club Wyndham. The units that are not right on the ocean, they're a little bit inland, and there's another pool, so you actually have access to a couple pools. And there's several hot tubs as well. So again, it's a nice break, and it's rated well by TripAdvisor as a place to stay. Next up is Marriott's Kauai Beach Club. It's located on the southeast of Kauai, close to the Lihue Airport, although you don't hear any planes, at least I never did. There's a free shuttle to and from the airport. So if you want a luxury accommodation that's got everything and available on location, and you just want to come into Kauai, take the shuttle over, and enjoy your time in Hawaii, this might be your place. The pool it may be the largest pool on Kauai. It's completely circular. It's got fountains spraying into the water. It's got hot tubs around. It's got I think it has a bar that located there. You've got a lot of the rooms have either partial ocean view or full ocean front. There's a huge, well, not a huge. There's the Nawili Harbor. It's part of that. It's protected, but yet there's right on the ocean. There's a nice beach. A lot of people are body surfing or surfing out in the ocean. A lot of the locals do that. And it's got a wonderful on-site restaurant, and then literally within walking distance there's other restaurants. And if you are wanting to eat in the room, it's a short 5-minute drive to Costco, or you could even do it by Uber and save lots of money on your food costs. So to me, it's just top of the line luxury from Marriott, and a wonderful location, has everything you need. Last but not least is the Sheraton Kauai Resort. And this is actually one of my home resorts that I have, sort of one of my timeshares that I own. It's one of the home resorts that I have. It's located in southern Kauai near Poipu Beach. Actually, I think it's right part of Poipu Beach. So you're literally right on the water. You can a lot of surfing, or you play in the ocean. There's some snorkeling places close by. It's just a luxurious place to stay with everything best of Hawaii as far as I'm concerned. The beach, one of the pools is facing the ocean. There's a second pool that's a little further inland. There's an amazing on-site restaurant. Beautiful sunset views from the ocean. Actually, I think you can even get them from inside the restaurant, although you're behind glass, so it's not quite the same. The fire pits, again, this is done with luxury. There's a lot of extra space, and they have fire pits. And one of the fire pits, there's located throughout the property, but one of the fire pits is literally the sidewalk right to the beach. And you can sit there at night listening to the waves crash while you have a fire pit conversation and have a relaxing time. The last thing I'll say is it was the place I would go when the sunsets were happening, and just sit on the lawn, and you could watch the sunset over the ocean. Just an amazing place. Again, Sheraton Kauai Resort, I'm a little biased to it. It's one of my home resorts, but it's luxury at its best. I think it's a great place to stay.